This is a tutorial on student attendance, which can be done by either the administrator or the class teacher. So to get started, we can go ahead and just either select attendance from the quick drop-down list or clicking on administration, attendance, and then student attendance. But before we get started, I just wanted to cover what we'll be going through in this tutorial. So firstly, it'll be simply taking a daily attendance, how to backdate attendance, and how to check and check out students, and then viewing the attendance reports. So I'm going to click on students at the left-hand side menu. I've already checked in the bees class, but now I'm going to check in the butterflies class. Everyone is there except for Camilla, so I click on save attendance, and I'll simply do that for each class. The last one is the sharks class. Let's say Ryan is not present. Okay, so that's done for the daily attendance. I now want to go ahead and click on the advanced options, which lets me add a little bit more information to that specific classroom. So this is the bees class now. I can toggle between any of the classes that I'm linked to. Remember that the administrator sees all the classes in the school, where the class teacher just sees their specific class. So I marked everybody in except for Jude. He's on vacation. I have different options I can choose from. So Marilyn Monroe might be present, but she might have left early that day. And then you can just make a quick note. It does auto-save. So if you change something, like let's just say this child was sick, you'll see the little banner pop up here. What that's doing is auto-saving that page, so you don't have to be saving as you go. If the child is present, you can add a check-in time and check-out time. So let's say Amelia arrived at 8 o'clock in the morning. You can leave an optional comment. For example, mom dropped her off or granny picked her up, and what have you. You can also backdate this, so you can choose the date that you want, and let's go back to yesterday and then click on submit, and you can backdate that. We also have the option to go into your monthly report. So if you forgot to do attendance for yesterday, for example, you just click on none checked in, and then you can backdate that class as well. Okay, so that's been done. You got your week view, you got your day view, and your month view. Okay, let's go ahead now and check out the advanced report. This takes a little bit of time because it's pulling through a lot of information, but it should take a couple of seconds. There we go. Okay, so now you've got your color key at the top, so you know what's absent, A is absent, P is present, and what have you. You can also go ahead and backdate that per month if you want, or by class. Okay, if you scroll across to the right-hand side of the page, it'll give you summaries over here. So it'll give you a summary total of absent, late, early for that specific period. You've also got your termly attendance report. So this gives you a snapshot by class. So this is the bees class. A snapshot of how many days that child was present. So days attended, term 1, and days absent in term 1. And then your yearly total. If your school is a 3-term, it'll only show your 3 terms, and it will hide your 4th term. If you want to go into Amelia in more detail, you can click on View Record, and that pulls up her monthly attendance, and you can just basically click the back arrow and toggle between each month. And that's pretty much it. If you've got any questions, so the last thing I wanted to show you very quickly was the dashboard. We can also see the student attendance on the administrator's dashboard. So for today, I can see that in the bees class, there were 18 students present, 2 and absent. Butterflies, 5 and 1, for example. And that's it. If you've got any questions, please email support@childcloud.co.za.